how do you write 3/20ths as a decimal? How do you write 3/20ths as a decimal? Well, all we have to do to write 3/20ths as a decimal is we every time we look at what a decimal is, the term deci, or the prefix of the term, means in terms of 10, right? It's a factor of 10 here. So in this case, we have 3/20ths here. So what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to either, there's a lot of ways to actually do this problem here. We can use division here to divide these two terms here. But if I know my denominator here is can be converted into something that's a multiple of 10, then I would, or a factor of 10, sorry, then I would actually convert this decimal into an equivalent fraction first before I do a decimal here. So 3/20ths, as I know, I want to either convert it into basically either 10, hundredths, or 1,000 here. And in this case, I would probably convert it to a hundredths here, because as you can see, I have 20 on the bottom here, right? So I'm gonna have to, it's gonna equal something over 100 here. So 20 times what would give me 100? 20 times 5 would give me 100, which means I have to multiply 5 on the top side here. So 3 times 5 here is 15. So 15 over 100 as my equivalent fraction here. And if I want to change this into decimal, it's very, very easy, right? All I have to do is I have to, again, 15 over hundredths, it's lower than 1. So I'm going to have 0 point. And then obviously, because I have a hundredths case, I'm going to have 2 digits here, 1 and 2. Because this here is the tens digit, this here is the hundredths digits. And then what we can do is, again, 1 here in this case, it's the ones digit, and 5 here would be the hundredths digit here. So this is 15 over 100 is 0.15 in terms of our decimal here. So this solution is solved. So this here is correct, right? So what they did was, instead of doing the factor by 100, they simply just divided the decimal here. And I'll show you how to do that as well. There's a lot of ways to convert here. But what you could do is you could put 20 here, and you could divide it by basically 3.000. And we could do this long division for us to figure out what the decimal here is. So decimal was placed here, so which means I would get a decimal here as well. 20 goes into 31 time. 20 here, 30 minus 20 is 10, bring down the 0, 20 times what equals 100, 20 times 5 equals 100, and this would be a remainder 0 here. So we get 0.15, which is the exact same thing as what we got on the using the equivalent fractions here. So this solution here is correct. It's a great analysis as well.